Hello friends, Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at Dino Force DN-01 Triceratops. So what this is the Power Ranger colored slag or slug, and he's also just a smidge bigger. More on that in a second. As you can see, it is a nice repaint. We have blue, this wonderful blue color, gray, gold, and white, with red for the eyes, and then orange, and then gray for the horns. One issue I have with the figure in this mode is the horns. The horns are actually very, 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 very soft plastic compared to the Hasbro version. One horn, this horn, moves just fine. This one does not. If I want that horn to move, I'm probably going to have to take the figure apart. Oh well. It has almost the exact same molding. Well, no. That's a lie. It has the exact same molding as our favorite grumpy Triceratops. And it's also significantly heavier because there are chunks of die cast here. Using the Jobby patented Cool Touch approach, you can find it on the tail, on the hindquarters, on the front of the head, and then other spots here and there. On the white feet, on the arms. It's not 100% die cast all around, but there is quite a bit of die cast on this figure. Now, size-wise, compared to the original Power of the Primes slug, you can see it's, well, I would say this is almost twice as big. I would say maybe 1.5 times as big, but it is definitely bigger. I mean, that is a significant difference. And there are a few minor improvements. Some of the joints are a little bit tighter, and probably the biggest improvement has to do with the connector back here. The connector port is just flat, square rectangles there, as opposed to the pegs and the peg tips that we have on slag that have a tendency to not hold anything in at all. The weapons Triceratops come with are this wonderful large sword. I mean, the sword is almost the same length as Slug in dinosaur mode. I mean, up to the tip of the tail, practically. He comes with a foot, with a scaled up Power of the Primes matrix, and he comes with a scaled up gun. Does it attach to the side? Well, yeah, it attaches to the side. The gun can fit up top, but I haven't been able to find out where this sword goes. And if you look very carefully at the sword, it's molded in such a way that it looks like it's supposed to connect to other things. I wonder. Transformation for this guy is exactly the same as Slug. There is no difference in the transformation whatsoever. I mean, it's just a scaled up figure. So, straighten the front arms out, flip out the fists, come to the back of the body, fold down the tail and split the tail in half, then grab the middle section of the dinosaur and fold out the dinosaur legs, come down to the dino feet or the rear dino legs and turn them around to flip down the heels like so, flip down the dinosaur tail into the back of the feet, and then just work your way around the dino until you can fold up the rear legs, split the legs apart, and then simply fold the mouth down to reveal the face. And then reveal Captain Grumpy. Now don't kid yourself, this is definitely Slug. It is the exact same figure with a few very, very minor differences. The chief difference being, obviously, the paint, and then the other difference being the amount of die cast on the figure. There's quite a bit, as I said, and that actually causes a problem with the legs, because the legs are too heavy for the ball joints and the hips. You're not at total noodle status yet, but you're pretty darn close. I'm pretty sure that a little bit of floor polish remover in those ball joints will fix that issue right up. So, see, a little bit of wiggliness, but it's not that bad. It could be much, much worse. Head does swivel back and forth, though it is limited and does have a tendency to snap back into place. And when you move the head, it feels like you're actually pushing on the top of the dinosaur's mouth. Arms are on a ball joint, forward and back, in and out. Swivel at the upper arm, 90-degree bend at the ratcheting elbow. Torso swivel, ball joint in the hip, beautiful-ish spread. Am I doing that right, Jobby? Upper thigh swivel, pretty poor bend at the knee, but the original figure suffers from that. And that's it for the articulation. I like Slag, I honestly do, but this is the scale that I always wanted the Dinobot Deluxe class figures to be at. I mean, look how big this thing is. It's nearly the same size as a Voyager class current, or Power of the Primes figure. It's about a head shorter, or half a head shorter. And it's really what the scale I thought that the Power of the Primes Dinobots should be at. So far, I'm very impressed. Again, this figure is significantly heavier than the original Slag due to all of the die cast. Again, feet, upper thighs, heck, even the ball joints have been die cast. So yeah, I'm really, really excited for the rest of this set. I do have the red Tyrannosaurus. I'm going to be getting all the others when they come out. Now, be forewarned, this figure does have a little bit of issues, specifically because of the weight of the leg. The ball joint here is on the loose side, but I can fix that. The other loose part, the swivel here at the torso is a little bit loose, or a little looser than my liking, but I think maybe just tightening some screws up and that'll fix the issue. Overall, though, I think it's a really good figure, definitely worth the money. So let me know what you think of the figure down in the comments, folks. As always, I'm Baltmatrix, asking you to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.
New slug no work right. You fired. Bite me.